In this video, we will discuss some more attributes about the form and input elements, how we can make the form more attractive and more interactive, and how we can make the form more easy to understand and fill the user very easily. So let's see how we can do that. So this is the form we have already created, and these input fields are very simple, and we cannot understand that which field consists, how we can add some values and which type of value we should insert. So for that reason, we need to understand what we can do that. So we have the attribute for the text and other input elements, and that will be placeholder. For placeholder, what I need to do, I will press Alt and I will press these attributes. So I will write placeholder in all these fields. Inside placeholder, I will write enter your name, and I will write enter your password, and I will write enter your email. So I should place this email on the top of this password. This will be more okay to understand. And I will also write some kind of this, okay, placeholder and search something. Okay, so for that you can write this, and you can do what you can do else. Okay, so you can also write something like placeholder and enter any value here. Okay, so you can also write this something here, enter, or you can press placeholder, enter or paste some URL here, or enter placeholder, enter your mobile number here. Okay, so now you can see the result using you need to save this file and you need to refresh this file. So now you can see that in these fields you can see that it is a placeholder, mean you can write your value over here. So it is mean that Jahangir Shah and XYZ at the rate of gmail.com, and you can write your password over here. You can pick the date, and you can also place your password in this field also and other fields also. The next attribute, we can place the title for this. Title will be name, or you can set your name. Title for this will be email, and the title for this will be password, or you can also write password, or you can set title for all these. You can also place name. Name mean it will be you can say that this value will be attached and sent. You can send when you submit the form, so this value will be sent to the form with the form. So using title, you can mention that what will be written over here. This is only for the reading purpose or for another programmer. If you want to attach any value, this input form will take this value with the name, and it will be submitted with the form. So for that you need to write name, or f name, mean first name. And another thing that should be okay, name for this also, and this will be email. And you can also write required tab. Required means so let's see how required works. This, okay, required. So required means you can say that if I refresh this page, required, if I submit this form, you can see that it says fill out this form because it is required. It is very important to submit the form. Before submitting the form, you need to write something over here. If I submit the form, it will not accept, it will not submit the form because it says, if I write something here, if I submit the form, it says at the rate of is missing because Gmail, I have set this to email. So email says it validates automatically. It will say that please put something over here. So xyz at the rate of gmail.com. If I write this, so when I submit the form, it says, so email is okay, name is okay. Now you should set some password over here. So for that reason, we need required. If you want some field to if compulsory that should be filled, so you need to write required for that. So I want to reset this page, so I will click reset. It will, all values will be vanished. If you want to limit your first name and you want to enter only 5 characters or 2 characters, what you need to do, you need to make this like you need to add one attribute, and that will be max length. If I say max length, it means if I set 2, so let's refresh, save the page and now come here and refresh the page. If I say, if I write, I cannot write more than 2 characters over here. So if you want maximum length of the word, if you want to set maximum length of the input, so you can set the maximum length for that. It will accept only 10 characters. There are some more attributes that we can add some functionality to that. So I want to make this comment, and for that I want to limit this number, and I want to limit this number like if I make this number limited, so what I need to do, if I press a value, so I can make any value, it can be increased. So if I want to limit this value, what I need to do, I need to set min, and min is 0. So I want to accept the value from 0 to 10 only. And let's refresh save the page and refresh the page. So you can see that if I write 1, 2, and you can see that so if I add some values, okay, so if I want to add the value like if I have set this value, so I need to remove this placeholder. Okay, so now you can save that and refresh the page. So if I increase the value like this, it is not accepting the value greater than 10. So if I make this 12 and save the file, and let's refresh the page, and if I increase the value, it will only accept 12. So for number, we can set the maximum and minimum value. And if you want to make some more attribute with this radio tag, so what you can do that if you want to select this or multiple, you can also set multiple. So I can also pre-select it. I can also check this auto if I want to select this one by default, and also this checkbox checked. And sometimes we need to add these to our form, and we need to select these some boxes automatically or by default. So what you need to do, we need to set that checked, and this will be automatically checked. If I want to remove this and save the file, and I see this again, so by default these two are automatically checked. And another thing that is very important, if you want to set your password, like if you want to add your password to accept only some values, so what you need to do, you need to set pattern. What you need to do, you need to write pattern is equal to, you need to set, you can set what you can set, you can set regular expression for that. Means it will accept only values from 0 to 9, and you can also set like it will accept minimum 3 values. So if you come to your password and let's refresh the page. So where is your password? Okay, so this is your password. If I write 1 and I submit the form, it will says please enter your value and password and also your password xyz@gmail.com because it is required. If I submit the form, it says please match the requested format. So there may be some problem. So you need to match this regular expression first. It will match this regular expressions, mean it will accept 0 to 1 only and only minimum 3 characters. It will accept only minimum 3 characters. Later on it will accept more than 3 characters, but it will be minimum 3. So we can set our regular expression like this also for your email. This is for email, and we cannot set email for email. We can only set for password. So what you need to do, you need to write this, and with the comma you can do like this and save this file. And let's refresh the page and write something in the form, and you need to write xyz@gmail.com. and if I write character, I submit this, it doesn't match the character. It required only numbers. If I write 1 number and I submit this, it says you should match the format. Mean in password it accepts only number and minimum 3 numbers. So if I enter 3 numbers, more than 3 numbers, so I submit this, it says it accepts only numbers. So it will validate this pattern first.